Hey y'all, it's your girl CaShawn. Welcome back to my channel. If you like, comment, subscribe, it's Casey's Vibes, and turn that post notifications so that way you get notified every time there's a figure post, child. Yeah, sorry, it's a little spitty. That is a mouthful, kind of starts in this booty, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, ignore the fact that I only have a few nails on. We won't get into it. What we are going to get into today is brand deals, okay? So, brand deals is when you are sent something or paid to post something online and give your review. Sometimes they have a script for you, not necessarily a script that you have to go through. It's like you didn't test the product out yourself, but just some key points they want you to highlight in regards to whatever product is that you are talking about. And they will either send you for a promo, which is pretty much they send you the item to promote it, or they send you the item to promote it and you get a check. It really depends on multiple things. It depends on what you have going on in your social media, and it depends on what you actually negotiate in your contract. So I've been in social media for 10 years now, and I have learned a lot when it comes to negotiating contracts. And I'm gonna say this to you now because I want you to know too. Always find a way to negotiate. Don't just go with the first offer they give you, because a lot of times they will try to shortchange you. Right. So what I mean by that is I had done a boot camp, and I was just happy to do the boot camp, to get flown out, to a different city. They were taking care of my room and board, and I got to meet a lot of new people who were, in my community online, and then I'm thinking I can, keep them with me forever type of thing. Well, I also didn't know that other people had negotiated to get paid for that on top of the flight and the hotel. So if you don't try to negotiate, then the brands will try to take advantage of you. Okay, so here we go. When you reach out to a brand, you want to reach out, and I had someone tell me this. It was actually, who was it? It was Janina or Leanne, one of those two. And if you're on social media, you know who they are. Where they told me, like, okay, hit a few key points when you reach out to brands, which is pretty much you want to introduce yourself, express, how many followers you have on all your platforms, and what you can provide and what you can bring to the table for the brand that you're reaching out to. Okay, and then from there, it opens up the conversation. If you're DMing them, they'll give you the email. If you're emailing them, then they'll respond back, with if they're interested or not, or whatever, right? If they're reaching out to you, that means they're already aware of all those things we just went over. And if they're reaching out to you in that sense, now one of the first things you want to do is, one, express your excitement as far as I'm reaching out to you, etc. And then two, you want to see if there is room in their budget, because that means you are going to try to see if there's a way you can get paid for this brand deal. Because if you want to try to be a social media influencer for real, you're going to have to find a way to make the income from it too. And I know that, sorry, this popped up here. My very first, really, really big production company, I was trying to negotiate, and I was scared of I don't want to say a price that's too high and it kind of scares them away. So I tried to lowball myself, and then it was just okay, well, this is what we were actually be willing to pay you, and I was just okay. And then that gave me room for other things, because here's the thing too: when you have a price with one you have one price with one brand deal, you were able to use that price in reference. Now, if that price is outside of a brand deal's budget, and that provides room for negotiation on what it is that you can do, right? Because negotiating is better, because then you still get to keep that relationship with the brand. Because whether you guys work together or not, now it can always be room for something in the future. Because me doing that first thing with the production company, which was Tarzan, opened up room for Baywatch and Maze Runner and Marvel. It was all through the same company. And I was able to, sorry, I just went away, that's so weird. I was able to make thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars working with this one particular company, because we built a relationship as well on top of, the income that was providing both of us. So you always want to make sure that even if you don't work with the brand deal now, or you don't work with the brand now, that you leave space for them to work with you in the future. So I hope that this kind of sheds a little insight on how to go about brand deals. If you want more information, let me know down below, okay? And I'll be sure to try to answer you guys' questions. I love y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.